Hello, this is Sandro, and we're at the Offstage Talks. And today we are with a creative force who is helping people everywhere make their ideas happen. Our next guest is a creative director and the founder of a community of more than 500 creative professionals called Get Shit Done. She's led creative work for global brands such as Nike, Uber, PlayStation, and was part of the award-winning team which worked on Womb Stories campaign. She's a regular speaker on AI, creativity, and problem solving. Please welcome Rebecca Rowntree.
Thank you so much for having me.
Glad you're here. Welcome, Rebecca, to Georgia, to at Black Sea. And as a founder of creative community called Get It Done, which is all about action and making things happen. What's your first impression of Georgia and the festival at Black Sea itself? Does this festival theme of fireworks and resistance
Creative resistance. Well, first of
resonate?
all, I love Georgia. I love the people. I genuinely feel so welcome. I love the theme of creative resistance. As I kind of mentioned during my talk yesterday, it's something that's always pushed me as well. So I find that it's really important to, if you're a creative and you've got that skill set, to really use that skill in anything in life, whether it's politics, whether it's personal problems or work problems. Creativity, it can be used in everything.
And as you stated, you are on a mission to help people make their ideas happen. And as we know, great ideas are those who are realized and not on paper, right? What's the biggest barrier you see that stops people, creative people, from making their ideas, bringing their ideas to life? Is it fear of failure? Is it the lack of resources? Or is it like their clients, maybe?
Yeah, it's a very good question. I think it's probably all of that, because fear of rejection, um, having very critical voices in your head, and so that's why I encourage during my events at Get Shit Done is that for everyone to just almost blurt out their problem, because sometimes it's not about having something perfect; it's sort of saying things out loud. And what's so nice in the event is that people say, "Oh, I need help with my new business. I don't know what to do. Can anyone help me?" And someone else in the room will put their hand up and say, "Oh, I can help you." And it kind of snowballs and you know.
And would you say like it's always easy to say there are lots of problems, but the way you formulate your problem usually leads you towards the direction that can solve it?
True. And it's always good, but I encourage people to be okay with being messy, because actually you are 10 times better off telling your problem out loud, even if it's really messy, because that way you can get the right help. Now, of course, if you've got a bit of time and you know exactly what you want, craft it. But sometimes by just saying it out loud, the next stage will be crafting. So going against perfection.
Manifestation. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
Uh, you're a creative director and AI explorer at heart, so who builds tools to and tells stories that challenge the normality. For many people in our industry, AI has been perceived as a threat towards their craft. How do you see the relationship between technology and creativity? How can creative people use AI to enhance their craft?
It's a very good question, and it's the same in the UK. AI is taking jobs, let's face it. It's very disruptive. But what I say is you can either sit it out and it's still going to happen, or you can work with it. And that's what I'm encouraging so many creatives to do it, because actually AI can enhance you. It can do the things that you never thought would be possible. All the craziest ideas that you had, you can now make it happen. So actually, it could be a positive tool for change, for creativity, but you've got to do it. You've got to start it.
And you are also part of the creative team behind the award-winning Womb Stories, which redefined how we talk about women's health. Could you share what was the initial spark that ignited the idea, and how did you navigate through creative challenges that became this impactful and, I would say, cultural bomb of a campaign?
Yeah, so Nick and Nadia had the idea for the film, and it was all about sort of getting women to talk about their womb stories because um, every woman has a different womb story. And as I explained in my talk, my womb stories was that I was pregnant with my first child. And so that was kind of an important story in itself. And what we did as a team with the brilliant strategist Margot as well is just really work out how women could sort of not just see the film, but also want to be part of the campaign, because we didn't want them to be indifferent towards it. It was very important that they shared their womb stories. So on social, we invited them to share their stories, some really difficult ones to the positive ones, but really get women to be proud of their womb.
And for those who weren't able to attend your talk and the festival, what's one main message you would like to give them about future of creativity, and how should they keep their creative spark ignited through
Oh,
this era?
God, there's so much I wanted to say because not just one thing, because there's just so much going on these days. You can accept great. I think I've just talked about indifference, making sure that whatever you create, it's not something that people will scroll past. People do not like advertising. So how do you sort of stand out in a way that really resonates with people? And the best way to do that is very much to understand your audience and understand what makes them tick. The second point I would love people to understand is what I said about AI is please, please don't set it out. Experiment every day with it, with all the different tools, because you'll be surprised just how great it is and how much it can enhance your creativity. And I guess the third one would be not to be afraid to wait for permission. It's all about, my view is just do it, like get shit done. So
Uh, Thank you. Thank you for
thank you for
joining
having me.
us and giving us great advice.
Thank
This
you.
was Rebecca Rowntree.